Not much is known about Beth and her situation, but there is one thing I can say for a fact. Beth does not get pistol whipped. Let's talk. The greater good. The hospital. Beth. Last seen alive in Season 4, Beth was abducted out of the house with Daryl into a black car with a cross on it. I'm gonna just take a long shot here, but how cool would it be that Noah and Beth were kidnapped, maybe in the same location or even the same spot? Noah doesn't know that Beth was with the survivors. We have to learn that in the show. So, I was just putting it out there that if they were kidnapped around the same time, Noah would know. He might even got a glimpse of Daryl. I think it would be pretty cool to link them together somehow. The white crosses on the back of the vehicle that took Beth seem to be an identifying mark. It's a uniformed look. Obviously in a zombie apocalypse you cannot create your own vehicles and everything like that, so they put crosses on the back of their windshield. I'm just speculating. We now know that they wear police uniforms. Maybe this is an interesting twist where it can be actually police officers that were once on the job who in the zombie apocalypse have come together and built some kind of family unit, so to speak, where they want to cure the virus. Not so much so to bring people back from the dead, because that's unrealistic if your guts are hanging out and shit and your face is half off. But when I refer to curing the virus, I mean so you don't turn into a zombie when you die, and so you don't die from the fever that you get when you get bit, because a lot of people are confused on that. Now, there is a possible hospital terminus connection. I think it's too much of a coincidence that the survivors got trapped in a train car by psychos and Beth got kidnapped and trapped in a building by psychos. From a writing standpoint, I think that is too coincidental. I myself would somehow combine these two groups as one unit and have them working together. Maybe Terminus is the arm off the body of the hospital. Terminus could even just have a agreement with them. Leave us alone and we'll provide you with this and this and this. Gareth could be the nurse who checks you into the hospital right now. He's documenting all of your ailments, your allergies, blood type, and he's going to check you in to the hospital. A lot of people are running with that A stands for arrival and D stands for departure, but we've never seen any images of any Ds. That is all just speculation, but I am leaning towards they should be combined because of the obvious coincidence reasons. We know that Beth has this little tiny scratch, not a scar, not Andrea's scar, but this itty bitty little cut on, you know, right here, and we see it before she's hit. So this is going to add into why I believe she doesn't get pistol whipped. And she looks pissed. Now, I believe that this look on Beth's face in this photo right here is a look of you bitch, you know? And I think she slaps the cop. Let's say the cop says, you're not going anywhere, you're staying here, this is what's going on. And Beth is like, whoa, pump your brakes. I was just with Daryl for a couple days. I'm a badass bitch now. Recognize. Wham! And I bet Beth hits her, okay? Because then you got the cop who's kind of like, you know, faces like this as if she was just struck. And I believe she gets pissed. She winds up, takes her little cop stick, nightstick, or baton, and comes down on Beth's hand. I am predicting that the cop just breaks her arm instead. But then it leads us to wonder. She breaks her arm, why do they put a cast on it? They're healing somebody that they kidnapped. Obviously, they don't want to do harm to her. They need her healthy. Why do they need her healthy? To run tests. You can't have an unhealthy test subject. That just doesn't make sense. And you could tell that they have lights, okay? This building has power. And Beth in this image looks like she has a bed sheet. She's probably trying to crawl out, this bitch. I don't think she gets out, but it looks like we're going to see a Beth try to escape scenario. It looks like we can obviously see in this picture, Beth has the cast. She's holding down another individual, and the other individual is also in scrubs. The guy who seems to be holding down the woman's feet just might be the Noah character. It makes sense. Beth has that nice little scratch on her face. It actually does look like a pretty nice cut from this angle. Damn, that might be able to scar. Better not make her into Andrea. I swear, fucking Kirkman, I will find you. I will find you. Anyway, what we could take from this image is very important. They have the woman strapped in. It appears she has a bite on her arm, so this might not be a test subject gone crazy or gone wild. What is that guy that we're presuming he's a doctor? What is he doing? It looks like he has gloves on, but if you'll notice, there's no tools. They don't have knives. These individuals might have free roam of this hospital, the top floor of this building. They might not be on such good lockdown as we think, as we believe. It looks like a bunch of the prisoners are in a room together. This one victim is bit, and the doctor is taking a piece of wire, not a knife, not a surgical instrument, not anything that can be utilized as a weapon. He has a piece of wire, and he's literally going like this to tear through the flesh, and obviously they're going to have to snap the bone off and get that arm out of there. Now this scene, if it's done the way I think it is, the way it looks like it is, this is probably going to be pretty horrific. And I mentioned this in another video. If anyone used to work in an old school restaurant where you had a big block of cheese and you had the 2 pieces of wood for a handle and then just the wire wrapped around it, and you just put it around the cheese and then pull through, that's what it looks like he's doing. You can actually, you know, that's nasty, but that's what he looks like he's doing. I think this is prisoners trying to contain something that is happening. But then again, the person who bit her, how did the girl get bit? Who bit her? Why are there zombies in the building? And there are zombies in the building because we see Beth shoots one in the face. Ronnie, how does Beth get a gun? Ah, the girl gets bit, they try to cut her arm off. Yeah, look at up close. He's sawing that fucking thing. They cut her arm off. She still dies, and she reanimates as a zombie, and she comes after and kills this guard. Now, it's a little dark in this image. I'm trying to see if Beth manages to get the gun off the guard, but that's what it looks like. Girl gets bit. They cut off her arm. She turns anyway. She bites this cop. All hell breaks loose. Beth gets the gun off the cop, probably kills this bitch, and she runs. Shoots a zombie in the face, and she's getting out of there. And it appears that the Noah character was able to escape with her. I don't know how far they got. Maybe she got recaptured out the door and he got away. If you check out the Spoiling Dead Fans, link is going to be down in the description below. Facebook page, you will see images of possibly Carol being kidnapped also from the cops. I do believe that Carol and Daryl run into another cross vehicle, another hospital vehicle, and I do believe they track that down. I do feel like they are bringing our group, our survivors, to this building. And the clincher, I feel, is they get word from Noah about the specifics of the hospital so they can attack. So they get his information. They actually attack because Noah confirms that Beth is there, or possibly he doesn't even confirm it to the group. Everyone is so dead set that the group is going at the hospital for Beth. I'm starting to believe that she is going to be a welcoming surprise for the group, and the group is actually going there for Carol. If it is true that the cops kidnap Carol as well and take her to the hospital, you better believe Daryl and Rick will storm that hospital and pull Carol out. Carol is a part of the family. He's not going to look away. He might give her kind of the cold shoulder and stand his ground, but at the end of the day, if you are on Rick Grimes' side, he's coming to get you. He's not going to leave you behind. Me personally, I'm going to run with this prediction. It might change when we see more previews, but I believe that the group is going to go there looking for Carol and get a welcoming surprise from Beth. However, I also believe that there is going to be a very short-lived reunion, and it's going to be pretty damn harsh. When I do this, I always look at it from how I would write the story. And as heartbreaking as it would seem, I would write in a big reveal of the experiments they were doing, and Beth, unfortunately, is part of that experiment. Whatever they're doing, if they're trying to find a cure, you know, our group gets in there to save Beth, but they realize she is a walker. You know what I mean? Something like that. I mean, something deep where Maggie is now looking at Beth face to face. Maybe it's through glass and she opens a door and comes into the room. That's just what I would do. There's nothing that leads me to believe that. There's no hints or spoilers or teases. That's just my own personal prediction. We are just 2 weeks away now from The Walking Dead Season 5 premiere. I don't know about you guys, but I am exploding with excitement. Guys, you are doing a terrific job at supporting my videos. I love it. If you want to support it a little more, hit that like button and share the video, and that's all you got to do. Comment down below what you think is going on with Beth in the hospital. I would love to hear it because there's just so little information out there. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Be sure to check out all the other Walking Dead videos I got. Next is going to be right here. Click on this for the next video. Subscribe, Facebook, Twitter, and check out Matt Steals and Deals on Facebook.